Hey YouTube, Dice Apprentice here. This is my first YouTube video, so I apologize. Number one, I apologize for my dirty garage. But this is kind of just an explanation on my table build. I know you guys have seen a lot of table builds on the internet, so I won't waste a lot of your time. There's a few things that I kept in mind when I built my table. It's not quite finished yet. I still need to do the chip rails and the pads, but I'm what I consider kind of vertically challenged at the craps table. I'm about 5'6", so reaching over the rail and everything kind of messes with your throw a little bit. Also, where I live, there's several different tribal casinos around here, and they have different sized tables. There's a 14-foot table at a couple of them, and a couple others have 12-footers. And then also, when I first started practice dice setting, I built a practice rig, but I didn't build a throwing station. I was just using a high back chair, and throwing over the back. And then when I finally did get the stick left one, I realized I was throwing too hard. So the other thing I wanted to do was always know where the stick man was going to be. So when I built my table, I built it so that I could change the length of the table. And in order to do that, I built it so that I could take the hook off. And also I segmented the sides. Here's one segment here. And so, but it kind of, it's like leaves for a dining room table, if you want to think of it that way. But I built it so that when you got your playing surface, and the playing surface is the part that's changeable. So you take the insert out, which is what I call this, which is what the layout is on. The base, this piece stays put. You just take out a section and make the table shorter. And when you're ready to throw on a 12-foot table, you take out the 7-foot inserts, and you put in 6-foot inserts in a new layout. And so now you're throwing on a 12-foot table instead of a 14-foot table. So, and then I also built it so that it requires no tools to take apart or adjust. The leaves, if you will, these pieces right here underneath are what I call draw latches, and they hold the leaves together to keep them from separating. And then you can see the sides here, they're doweled, and so there's obviously mating holes on the other side. And then these segments for the walls, if they're just freestanding, they kind of wobble a little bit. So in order to do that or fix it, I put a tab on the bottom here, and I drilled a hole in the tab, and then I made these wedges so that you can just slide it up in the hole. And of course it doesn't want to slide right now. I go the other way. Oops. Slide it from the other side. Oops. Wow, I'm terrible at this video thing. I'll slide it from the other side, and it wedges in there, and then it stops it from wobbling. But that allows it to adjust, and it allows me to have multiple size tables without having to build a second table. So if you have any questions about my build, email me at thediceapprentice@gmail.com. If I apologize for not taking or having video or pictures for the build process. I had those, but my SD card kind of crapped out on me, so it got corrupt, and I ended up having to reformat it and lose all my pictures. But again, if you have any questions, just email me at thediceapprentice@gmail.com. Peace.